the tunnels finally fail them, not by claw, not by siege, but by stone. A collapse seals the way forward, and the company is forced out of the buried world at last, not into safety, but onto the edge of a vast wound in the land, where one wrong step means a fall into silence. And beyond it all, through the trees, the thinning still burns. Welcome back to the Dark Razor Chronicles streamcast. This is Season 6, Episode 11, Sefla's Deep. After the dread and violence of the underway, this chapter opens on something better, the afterglow of a shared night. Tea, memory, song, unease, and the strange honesty that sometimes follows fear. But the road beneath the world does not hold forever. What they find is the legacy of Sefla. This episode shifts the journey again, out of tunnels, back into open air, but not into peace. Because once they emerge, the world waiting for them is still changed, still threatened, and still pulling them toward whatever comes next. I'm Mike Carmel, and this is the Dark Razor Chronicles streamcast.
Cullen, Avon. Farthen has every reason to hate the Avons. Care certainly did, or does. But even Care, I sense, is easing up. Farthen, though? His wife was murdered, and Care said it was by the hand of an Avon. I'll need to ask, just not here, not now. I nod my thanks. I want to trust Farthen. He's the only one of us left who swore the original oath, the only one actually there. That's got to mean something. I have to believe in his honor. Farthen, how well did you know Sherelle?
Oh,
He says, grinning.
she's a bonny lass, eh?
I follow his gaze as it settles on her sleeping form. There's a warmth in his tone, fatherly almost.
Not as well as I thought, I'm afraid. I mean, her and I always got along splendid, but, well.
He scratches his beard.
Truth be told, I don't remember her quite like this.
Oh?
She's different now. I mean, she looks the same, mostly, but not as grand as she once did.
Not as grand?
Don't mistake me, lad. Sherelle had majesty back then. Grand clothes, fierce spirit, full of fight. But she was a confused lass for sure. Didn't know what she wanted. Angry, demanding.
He pauses.
Now, she feels more like a daughter.
I nod. That I understand. Farthen brews me a cup of tea. Watching him work the spark again, it's a marvel. He treats it like nothing more than a convenience. Then he elbows me.
How were your dreams?
My dreams?
The salts, boy. Good for clarity.
Clarity? That's not the word I'd use. Nothing worth mentioning. I mutter. Not a lie, just omission.
Well, they hit everyone different. Me? I spent the whole bloody night at the Strange Ways with a lass I met near 200 years ago. Sang and laughed all night. Grand time. Funny thing, I can't remember her name.
A faint hunger stirs, but I ignore it. Better to wait for my companions, build that sense of fellowship. I sip my tea in silence, watching the others sleep. During breakfast, Farthen circles back to the dreams. Most of the group reports vivid ones, joyful, strange, memorable. Everyone but Sherelle. She won't speak of hers, and I don't press. Her flushed cheeks say enough. Whatever she dreamed, it wasn't a rowdy tavern romp like Farthen's, or a grand victory like Care's. It certainly wasn't a sunlit picnic with long-lost parents like Sean's. DagGar, of course, spins something wild, claims he fell into a vat of fat at the Two Crows Inn, and the cook declared him the main course. The poor fool couldn't catch him, or the possums that had adopted DagGar as their mother. It all ended, as expected, at the privy. Every one of his stories seems to find its way there. A quiet weight settles on me. I've got nothing I can share. My dream, my nightmare, is not for them. Not even for Sherelle. Especially not for her. We walk for nearly 4 hours through the underway before Care raises a hand. Ahead, another collapse. This one's worse. It doesn't open into a cavern but completely fills the passage. Stone and soil block the way forward. DagGar launches from my pack and darts ahead.
Wait!
Care snaps.
Move aside, stiff pants!
DagGar shouts back, mimicking a dwarven accent surprisingly well. He bounces down the hall. We watch him at first, unmoving, but I can't let him face danger alone. I step after him. Care starts to object again, then mutters something under his breath. DagGar reaches the pile of debris and studies it. Near the ceiling, gaps form where stones didn't quite settle.
Be right back!
He says, almost gleeful, and scrambles up the mound into the opening. Minutes pass. I can hear him at first, scraping, scrabbling, singing a ridiculous little song.
Hi-ho, I'm off to scoop some snow!
Then silence. I strain to listen, but hear nothing alarming. Just quiet. 3 more minutes. Then,
Ta-da!
as DagGar springs from the hole and lands in front of me.
Found a way! We can get out that away! Lots of sunshine to be had!
Sunshine? You made it all the way to the surface?
Yep. Well, does surface mean vertical or horizontal? 'Cause in this case, it's like a giant hole with a lake at the bottom. We're somewhere along the side of it. So, yeah, if that's what you mean by surface.
Giant hole?
Ah, Sefla's Deep.
Oh, always wanted to see that.
Yeah, well, we got a pretty good view, I think.
What is it? I ask. Never heard of the place. Care gives me the usual confused look before answering.
A sinkhole, first Parthis. Happened maybe 80 years ago. Took a whole settlement with it.
Sinkhole? I repeat. Care nods.
Sefla's Reach. It was a new village on a bend in Longbow River. The pool there was so deep, no one knew the bottom. Great fishing. Perfect spot for a river port. One day, it all sank. The lake, the land, the people. Everything gone in a breath. Must have shifted the earth's bones because nearby springs exploded with mud and forced the river to change course. Now it skirts the deep, feeding it with a trickle. There's a waterfall, but the lake never rises. Water drains into somewhere deeper.
There's a trail cut into the rock.
Farthen adds.
Switchbacks down the wall. Beautiful in high summer, so I've heard.
I glance at Sherelle. Her blank expression confirms it. She's never heard of this place either. Another reminder of the changes between our times. Before I can ask, Care jumps ahead.
DagGar, is the way big enough for all of us?
Well, not for your ego care.
DagGar says without missing a beat.
But I think the rest of us will manage.
Care sighs.
Does it lead to the trail? Is it safe? And what of the thinning?
We can reach the path, just a short drop from where we come out. As for the thinning, I didn't climb very high. Can't say.
Sefla's Deep is half a day from Direth Wood. If the thinning lies within the wood, we'll have passed it. And if it isn't,
Care mutters, leaving the warning unsaid. Then, Sean says,
we'll face that choice when it comes.
Farthen examines the cave-in's opening. After a long moment, he drops to his knees, works off his pack, sets it beside the opening and starts crawling in. He's the biggest of us. If he fits, we all will. He wriggles halfway inside, muttering and grunting, clearly working at something just out of sight.
Hand me a knife, you whippersnappers.
He calls, one arm reaching back blindly. Sean steps forward, places a small belt knife in his palm. It vanishes into the hole. A beat later, it clatters back out, landing at my feet.
Ugh, I said a knife, not a toothpick.
I step up and hand him a blade I took from the orc. Thick, curved, made for hunting.
That's better.
Farthen grumbles.
Though you lot need a proper lesson in how to prep for an adventure.
DagGar bounces up beside me.
Yeah, we're ready for anything, right, Farthen?
Without hesitation, he wriggles in after him.
Oi, what are you? Move your festering... Ugh. Get your bottom out of my face. Was that wet? Did you just lick me? Ugh, it's in my mouth. I taste it. What are you doing, Shinbo?
Another long pause.
Oh, that looks pretty good. Here, move this like that.
Their voices fade slightly as they work deeper into the tunnel. More muttering, more cursing, the occasional scrape of stone shifting into place. I lean in, peering after them. My night vision lights up the cramped passage. It's chaos inside. Not a tunnel so much as a mess of tight gaps and jagged turns. A meter in, it rises sharply, then hooks left, vanishing from view. But even in that mess, I can see what Farthen's done. He's braced the overhanging rocks, shoring up the passage. It almost looks deliberate, as if this tunnel was meant to be used. After a few minutes, Farthen's face reappears.
We're as good as copper.
He says, grinning. Copper?
Well, it's not my best work. Had to do it without proper tools.
He hands back my knife. The blade's bent, dulled, and scratched. Why don't you keep it, I say, unclipping the sheath. Might need a tool again.
Oh, thank you, First Parthas. Glad to have it.
He slides it into his belt, ignoring the sheath, then turns to the group.
I think we'll make it through just fine. What's got me concerned is the drop down to the path. See, the debris from this cave-in's covered the path. Makes it more of a steep slide than a climb. I'd worry someone will just keep sliding and end up 350 paces down, right into the lake.
But can we do it?
Well, if we had some rope.
We have!
DagGar squeals. I will always have rope, I add.
Aye, good lad. We'll need a good 6 paces of the stuff. You got that much?
I think so. Close to it, anyway. I try to recall how much I bought. 8 meters, if memory serves.
So we climb.
He says, taking the rope and turning toward the tunnel. DagGar pushes in beside him, all over the dwarf as they disappear up into the stone, muttering and cursing the Shinbo as he goes. I follow, shoving his pack ahead of me, pulling mine behind, and leaving Sean to help Sherelle. Care brings up the rear, by choice. As I near the end of the tunnel, sunlight gleams off a distant ridge, must be the top edge of the deep, nearly half a kilometer away. It's ringed in greenery, birds wheeling through the sky, big ones, maybe seagulls. Oddly quiet. I don't hear their calls. Climbing higher, the deep reveals itself in full. My eyes follow the cliff down and still further down, The opening I crawl out of feels like a marmot's den, cramped and round. The slope is steep, treacherous. Without a rope, it would be a fast and final descent. Farthen waits beside the opening, rope already in hand. He's tethered it to a jagged rock above. I pass him his pack and he slings it on.
Make your way down,
He says.
Keep left. Go right when you reach the path.
I nod, can't speak. My mouth's gone dry. Still standing well within the hole, I sling my pack on, then taking the rope with a death grip, I ease onto the slope. Dirt shifts beneath me. I slide, clamp tighter. My grip's already slick. I lie on my left side, pack dragging against the slope, left leg bent as a brake. Right leg reaches forward, dragging me down inch by inch. Rock juts up in the way. I have to half stand just to get around it. The deep pulls at me, gravity and something else, something darker, like it wants to swallow me whole. Still, I make it down. The path, if you can call it that, is a narrow edge cut into the cliff wall, barely wide enough to stand on. My eyes stay fixed downward. One wrong step. Sherelle gasps. I keep hold of the rope and let it go slack as she peers out of the hole. She's terrified, I can see it. But she's smiling, breathing hard, alive.
That's a good lass.
Farthen says, handing her the rope.
Hold it tight, hand over hand. Don't slip it through your grip. Got it?
She nods quickly. She pulls her pack from below her as Sean shoves it up. She tries swinging it on, pulling her off balance. She squeals as she tears forward, pack falling and starting to slide towards me. But she hasn't let go, so it stops. She pulls it back with Farthen's help and then gets it onto her back with greater care. Stiffly, she climbs out and sits, knees bent, feet planted in front of her. She begins the descent. I hold the rope. Doubt it'll help much, but I grip it anyway. She slips, slides sideways. Rope zips through her hands. My arms jerk as tension hits. I brace, no footing to speak of, but she stops herself with a conveniently placed rock. Relief floods me as she carries on, more careful now. She looks radiant and afraid. Maybe a little crazy as dust sticks to her sweat-covered face. But when she reaches me, I know it's just joy. Pure, raw joy. She hugs me like a bear. Her whole body trembles. She's grinning, half laughing.
Oh, do you see this place?
Her voice muffled against my shoulder. She peeks over the edge, giggles, then buries her face again. I hold her for a while. Then Sean calls out,
Make way!
Didn't even notice him come down. He's already at the edge, waiting for space on the path. I let go of the rope, take Sherelle's hand, and lead the way along the ledge. No room to shift positions now. Eventually, we all make it to the path. I lead, Sherelle behind me, then Sean, Care, and Farthen last. The walk is slow. More a climb, really. The path hugs the cliff, solid rock beneath our feet, but it still feels like it could give way at any moment. Every so often, one of us tosses a rock over the edge. I count to 10 before I lose sight of mine, never even see it hit the water. Boys will be boys, I think. Or maybe dwarves will be boys, because Farthen sets to prying a full boulder from the ledge. Care huffs at him, repeatedly, but when it falls, we all watch, spellbound, as it plummets. 15 full seconds before it splashes into the lake below. DagGar scoots past our feet. The path steepens again. I can see it curling around the deep, etched into the walls and switchbacks. It'll take nearly 2 full loops before we reach the ridge, about 30 meters up. By the time we crest the final ledge, my legs wobble. Exhaustion hits hard. I drop my pack and collapse into the grass. Can't be much past noon. Care slumps down last, heavy and breathless. We sit together in a clearing near the deep's edge. Thick forest surrounds us. A worn path runs the rim. It must go somewhere. I stand, slowly, and take a better look around. Through the trees to the north, a strange glow seeps through the canopy, like a false sunset. The thinning. I watch it, wonder at it. Will it spread? How long will it last? How far will it reach? Does it touch LaRose?
We follow the trail around the rim. A few animal paths merge with it along the way, but it's not until we near the spot where we first emerged that we find the well-worn track, likely used by hunters or those on day trips into the deep. Still, it's longer than I would have thought. We keep to it for the better part of the day. It winds mostly north, opposite the direction we need to go, but Care assures me it will soon join a highway that leads to Rivet. I have to defer to his knowledge. I've never traveled this part of the island. The deep woods feel calmer now, far removed from dire wood. Many of the trees still grow in those strange split-trunk formations, branching into dual canopies like they can't decide what they want to be. Questions stir. What has become of the world I left? Will it sort itself out in the 200 years before I'm born? Or do I change it somehow? That thought's new and unsettling. Am I interfering with my own future? Sherelle walks close. She clearly wants to speak, but something holds her back. Maybe she doesn't know how to begin. Near evening, the path crests a low hillock and spills onto what Care called a highway, though the name's generous. He made it sound like a broad, well-kept road where two carts could pass comfortably. What we find is a worn trail, fairly flat and clear of growth, with trees cut back 3 meters on each side. Still, 3 people walking abreast would feel crowded. Care lifts a fist to halt us. Even now, out of danger, he sticks to battlefield signals.
North or south, I bet you'd be asking, eh?
Care nods.
We're near the halfway inn, but I'm not sure which direction.
Tempting as it is to find a bed, time matters more. We go south. All eyes turn to me. No sense in backtracking, especially if it wastes more time. We're already too long into this folly. Haste is prudent. Care's expression darkens slightly. He nods, slow and deliberate, gaze fixed on my face. It doesn't sit well.
Aye, smart lad.
Farthen says, clearly in agreement, or just appreciating the obvious. He's in his 3rd century. A bed probably sounds like heaven.
Very good, First Parthis.
Care says slowly. His tone suggests he's not entirely happy with my command. In that case, I reply, General, lead on. DagGar climbs up from my pack, grabs my hair with both front paws, and settles in. He calls this riding the goat, which still gets a chuckle out of me. You good up there?
Good? Nah, don't think I've ever been good. I've got a bad streak in me I just can't shake.
Season 6, Episode 11. There's a shift in how the group functions here, not outwardly, but in the space between them. Trust is being tested in small ways, through silence, through hesitation, through what isn't said as much as what is. And Cullen continues to carry something that isn't fully his yet, a role defined by others, reinforced by expectation. That tension doesn't break here, it settles, and that may be more dangerous. If you're listening along, consider sharing the episode with someone who enjoys long-form fantasy storytelling. It helps grow the audience and keeps the series moving forward. Thanks for listening.